So, okay. Hi, I'm Erica, and this is the third book that I read in 2016 so far. I like this. So, I'm recording each one individually this year. I usually do anyway, and then I splice it together in one video for the month, but I felt like just doing them separately because sometimes I talk a lot. So, the third book that I completed this year was Maybe in Another Life by Jenkins Reid. This particular version that I have, this is not the cover. The cover is actually really cute. It's got a girl in front of a painting or something. It's really cute. It's a cute cover. But this one is an ARC copy that I think I got from NetGalley, but I'm honestly not sure because I can't find it on my NetGalley shelves. Nor can I find it on NetGalley. I'm not sure where else I would get an ARC copy though, because that's where I get them usually. Anyway, so that is the third book I read. This book is about a girl named Hannah, and she moves around a lot. It's her thing. And she is living in New York and breaks up with her boyfriend because she finds out he's married. And she leaves and decides to go back to Los Angeles, where she grew up as a kid. But she's moved around so much that it doesn't quite feel like home to her. Nothing really does. So she goes home to Los Angeles and stays with her best friend Gabby and Gabby's husband Mark. And they're just in this little apartment together and whatever. And they go out on the first night that she's there to this club. And everybody's going to be there, including her ex-boyfriend from high school that they dated through high school, and then they broke up when they were in college just because things weren't really working out because they didn't see each other. So she gets to the party and stuff, and she's all happy to be with the people, and she's having a really great time, and she's met all these really nice people, and and she ends up hanging out with the ex-boyfriend. His name is Ethan, and they have a really good time, and they're still connected and stuff, and they can still kind of feel things, and it's all great. And it gets to the end of the night, and she has the option of going home with Gabby and Mark or going home with Ethan. And the book at that point takes place where it splits off. So each chapter flips between if she had gone home with Gabby and Mark or if she had gone home with Ethan. And it was kind of like when I started to read it, I was I don't know how much I'm going to like this, because it kept flipping, and you had to kind of remind yourself, oh, we're on the other one now. But the way that it's written, there are parts of the story that kind of retell themselves, and then they just have a slight difference or a different ending in it because she's taken a different path. But I think it's really interesting in just the way that it tells kind of fate and how fate works, and how you can kind of create happiness out of anything. There are some really dramatic things that happen in one ending, and then there's some equally dramatic things that happen in one of the other endings. So it was just a really interesting book. When I was reading, I was it's about 3 stars. Because when you're reading, sometimes you're kind of rating it in your head. But as I finished it, it's a solid 4-star book. I don't know about 5. I think some of the stuff was it was not hard to follow, but I had to remind myself which story I was in. But I really like the characters that were in it. I like it would spoil it completely. I like a lot of the characters that are in the option in which she goes home with Gabby and Mark. We'll put it that way. I liked a lot of them. Specifically one of the ones that is just adorable, and there's chocolate pudding and it's cute. And in the other option, I think Ethan was a really cool character too. I think the men in this for the most part are depicted kind of nicely. They're not I think Ethan's a very honest male character in that you can kind of understand how he's feeling rather than just be bombarded by it, where Mark is kind of your really love to hate him character, I guess, because I don't like him. I didn't like him from the get. And then there's some more male characters that I think are just really endearing and fun, and I like that. I like when you're reading a book that's more, you can kind of tell is geared toward women, just story wise and stuff. I think this could be classified into that section of literature that they deemed chick lit, like in the early like 2000s, because of the type of story it is, because it's kind of romantic comedy-ish. Like, to be completely honest, I feel like this would be a movie very easily. Although I don't know how they would do it without literally flip-flopping like this does. Maybe it'd be better as like a sitcom. That could be fun. Well, not a sitcom, but like an actual serial TV show or like a Netflix show or something. Things to think about. People that are looking for ideas like that. But yeah, it feels like a romantic comedy kind of thing to me. And those are usually geared toward women more so than men. And I like the fact that the men in it weren't just like super dreamy or really like instantly like, oh my god, don't you wish you had that, or anything like that. And everybody had their own kind of shortcomings and stuff. I thought that was a more honest way to depict it, because that's kind of people in general, people. I also really like the fact that Gabby's character is very correct in like she doesn't want anything to be taken as like the reason something happens, like, oh, they're really pretty, but that doesn't mean that doesn't give any kind of worth or value to them, like that kind of stuff. And I thought that was kind of a funny and interesting character trait for somebody to have, because it's totally true. She's got it, she's right. And I absolutely loved, my favorite thing in this entire book was the friendship between Gabby and Hannah, which regardless of the choice that she had or the part that you're reading, it is consistent. That is just like the strongest and most wonderful and just beautiful and lovely and everything you'd ever want in a friendship anyway. Like, they're so there for each other and so supportive, and they have this really funny rapport, and they get each other through everything, and I just really, really loved it. I thought it was a really good, like, a love letter to just best friends everywhere kind of thing. So yeah, it was a solid 4 stars. I really liked it. I read it in a day. I sat down, I read 90% of it in 75 actually. It was at like 75% when I went to bed last night. And then I just finished the rest of it. It was a pretty quick read, and a really good one at that. I really liked it. So that's what I got. It was good stuff. So that's 3 books. I'm 3 books in. I'm feeling good. I'm trying to, in case you have not watched my goals for 2016, this is the first video we were watching. Hi, welcome, how are you? Nice to meet you. My goal this year is to read 100 books, so 97 to go. So I will see you in the next one, maybe really soon, because I'm doing pretty good here. I am. And I will see you in the next one, and happy reading to you, and I hope your weather is better than ours. It's very snowy and gross out there. I'm just looking out there to see if I have a show to go to tonight, and I'm hoping the driving is better than it was when I just came home from work. So yeah. I will see you in the next one. Happy reading to you. Like the video if you liked it, and go ahead and leave me a comment if you have anything to say, and subscribe if you want to see more.